The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a man from Mexico is facing charges after fleeing from a hit-and-run crash that killed a woman Monday night. It happened on Highway 97, and two others were also taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. We'll share the details. Plus, a SELA educator is now facing a DUI charge after a crash. No one was sent to the hospital, but those in the car he hit, a family in his district. We'll get you up to speed. And a new fire station in Richland will improve response times in the southern part of the city. Dozens went out to celebrate the station opening, which has been a project a couple years in the making. We'll hear from the fire chief. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, yesterday, pretty gorgeous day out. We didn't really have a whole lot to write home about. I know we had some winds in the forecast there, but all in all, it was pretty fantastic. It seems like as we head into the latter half of the week, it's going to kind of stay par for the course. Yeah,
it's going to be a pretty calm forecast period coming our way. Plenty of sunshine, not too much to write home about on the whole. And what I will say is that yesterday we were anticipating that windy day, and we did see some of those, or I should say we did reach forecast peak wind gusts in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys yesterday, but for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, we actually fell short of those forecast peak wind gusts, which I don't think too many folks are too upset about. As we are waking up this morning in Yakima, we are looking at pretty calm weather conditions this morning, although you really can't see it because it is still dark out. 52 degrees right now with a fairly light wind. As we go throughout the course of the day, anticipate a sunny and seasonal day coming our way, and that leads right into these weather headlines. We are in store for a pretty calm forecast period. Not too much to write home about for today all the way through the extended forecast. Temperatures will be staying seasonal, and rain chances will be few and far between. We'll talk about all three of these weather headlines coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima County. A man from Chiapas, Mexico is facing charges after being accused of being impaired when he was involved in a crash Monday night that killed a Sunnyside woman and then running away. The crash happened just after 8 Monday night at the intersection of Highway 97 and Branch Road, 2 miles north of Toppenish. State troopers say 32-year-old Naomi Salazar Perez from Sunnyside was westbound on Branch Road when she failed to yield the right-of-way to a vehicle driven by Berzane Santiz. Santiz on Highway 97 and the vehicles collided. Naomi Salazar Perez died at the scene. Passengers in both cars were injured and taken to Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Santiz ran away from the scene but was quickly arrested. Troopers say he's facing 3 hit-and-run injury charges along with DUI. Troopers say everyone involved was wearing a seatbelt. 2 juveniles were transported to the hospital after a serious injury crash. Just after 9 last night, the Grant County Sheriff's Office responded to a collision near Road 8 and Road N in Moses Lake. They say 2 girls around 12 years old were riding in a four-wheeler when they were hit by a car. One of the girls was flown to a hospital in the Tri-Cities, while the other was transported to Samaritan Healthcare in Moses Lake. A vice principal in the Yakima area is facing a DUI charge after a crash involving a family in his school district. According to court documents and the family involved, SELA Elementary Vice Principal Cesar Ortiz was over 2 times the legal limit when he crashed into Amy Roman's Toyota Tundra with his GMC Yukon. Roman's daughter was also with her. Luckily, no one was injured in the crash. When police arrived, Ortiz refused a sobriety test at the scene and was arrested on suspicion of DUI. He later registered .17 on the breathalyzer at the police station. Husband and father Brandon Roman spoke about the incident.
We are a SELA family. I have 3 little kids that reside within district. That because we are a homeschool family, or we don't participate in SELA school, that this might be swept under the rug. That's a little concerning. How can I send my children to school and ask them to respect and listen to the guidance from their principal, who they watched get arrested for drunk driving and almost killed their mom and sister?
Now, we reached out to the SELA school district about the incident to learn if Ortiz would be facing any discipline. They responded saying that this is a personnel matter and that they will not be commenting. Deputies arrested a man with several warrants, but not before a morning chase. While the Franklin County Sheriff's Office was responding to a call at a home on Pearl Street yesterday morning, they learned that Cameron Schuler was involved, who had warrants for robbery, theft, and assault. Arriving deputies say that Schuler tried to flee the scene, but with the help of Pasco police and a canine, they chased him across multiple yards and were able to catch him. He was booked into the Franklin County Jail. And switching gears this morning, we spoke with Yakima County Commissioner Amanda McKinney yesterday to get her thoughts on energy options. McKinney told us she's a proponent for using land for its best use. She also thinks there are great advancements in technology to provide energy with a smaller footprint.
I'm incredibly supportive of using existing surface areas where we've already disturbed our land. There are surface areas all across the city and even rural Washington where we can put solar where it is already connected to the grid.
McKinney said she likes hydropower and nuclear power because of their ability to produce energy on demand as opposed to solar and wind, which you can only get during certain conditions, and you need to store that power. A new Richland fire station is now taking calls after a grand opening celebration yesterday. Around 100 people were watching the special moment when firefighters disconnected a hose in place of a traditional ribbon cutting. Folks who were at yesterday's special event were able to meet the firefighters and tour the new station in South Richland, which fire leaders say will greatly improve response times in that area.
The building project has been a couple of solid years of work. The hiring has been almost that long as well, believe it or not. The challenge that we've had is we're trying to hire 12 firefighters to staff the station and at the same time having a number of retirements. And so it's been really challenging to keep up with that pace. And we're staffed now and again facing more retirements. So we're continuing to hire going into next year as well.
Chief Huntington says that there are openings for firefighters at nearly every agency in the Tri-Cities. So now's the time for people who are interested to start the process. And the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo had record-breaking crowds for its 76th year. Organizers say more than 123,000 people attended the 5-day event, having an overall estimated economic impact of $20 million for Benton County. Other numbers to note, the market stock auction generated $1.446 million for the local 4-H. A portion of the ticket sales have gone to Second Harvest over the years, allowing them to provide 170,000 pounds of food for those in need over the last 16 years. And a fun stat, the Rotary Club fried 8,336 elephant ears. That's a lot of fried dough.
That is, it sure is, yes. And the Yakima Fair kicks off in just 2 days. I was just looking at that. So
right on.
Fair season is still rolling along in our
and I
neck of the
saw
woods.
numbers for Walla Walla Fair came out as well, and the numbers were from that fair were also looking pretty good as well. So you know, all around fair season, I think on the up and up.
Yes, absolutely. And again, you have one more opportunity to get out to the fair. The Yakima Fair is going to be kicking off in just a couple of days, and it's going to be lovely weather to do so if you want to do that. We are going to see plenty of sunshine today, and the sunny sky train is just going to roll along into the next couple of days. Daytime high temperatures around the forecast area today will be in the mid-70s to low 80s under mostly sunny to sunny skies. And as I was just referencing, we will continue to see all of that sunshine throughout the next several days. We will talk about what is honestly a fairly calm forecast period coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, some more local news. Toppenish voters will decide on a measure to fund parks and rec services for the next decade in a proposal on the November ballot. Now, it'll cost property owners, though, an extra couple $100 a year, but it will make programs and services more sustainable. We'll hear from city leaders after the break, but later in the show, top stories. Police are still on the hunt for a suspect in a shooting on a highway that hurt 5 and put holes in a dozen vehicles in Kentucky. It happened 10 days ago, and a plan to increase security across the state is in the works. And researchers say cancer patients who are overweight when first diagnosed face an increased risk of receiving a second cancer diagnosis. Authors say the findings reinforce the need to develop weight management plans for cancer survivors. We'll share the data when we get to health news. We do have to take a quick break first, but don't go anywhere. We're just past the starting line this morning and have plenty of news ahead. Stay with us.